calling her is about honoring and respecting her personhood.
You're irrelevant. I came here to be Dr. Phil. That doesn't matter to me.
For some reason, I'm the only person on the stage that got any sense. I'm the only person on the stage that know the difference between a man and a woman. I'm the only person on the stage that can see a big 6'4", 500-pound man with a what they call them, a synthetic yaki wig on, and know that it's a man. I'm the only person on the stage that got good sense. So I'm supposed to sit here and listen to this bullshit when everybody on the stage lying but me? No, we ain't doing that. I got more sense than that. Where you going? I got more sense than that. Way more sense than that.
So, according to, I wanted to get this one out.
I asked you to come here, and I'm going to give you the respect that you deserve. I asked you to come here, and I'm not going to let you get shouted down. Say what you would like to say.
So, according to a study that was done by the National Center for Transgender Equality and the National LGBTQ Task Force, so when there is a parent or parents or loved ones in the home who do not support the identity of the transgender individual, 51% have attempted suicide, 48% have become homeless, 47% have become addicted to drugs and substances,
yeah, bitch,
and 29% have actually had to engage in sex work.
You're not going
Hold on! Stop right there! Stop right there! Mr. Preston, Mr. Dick Van Dyke, why have they had to engage in sex work? Because, you know, the streets talk, baby. And they done called me and told me all about you and who you is and what you was down there doing, and Rodeo Boulevard and all that shit down in them back alleys down there in Cali. So just because you had to turn to sex work, because your parents rejected you, because your parents didn't accept you, and you was out there sucking and fucking for cocaine, whatever it was, if that was your situation, don't project that bullshit on my son. That's why we having the show now, because see, my son was raised better than that. He don't have to do that. He know how to get money. He don't have to sell ass or do drugs. So he got a mama that's telling him, son, respect yourself. Then you got Mr. Dick Van Dyke, this big old swole bitch, trying to convince me that she's a man when you really a nigga. And I know that you a nigga. And I'm very, very particular about certain things that people tell me, not only me, but my children. You want to try to motherfucking convince me into believing in my son as a woman, and your excuse is because when they not accepted, they turn to sex work. No, bitch, that's what you did, right? Keep that shit up off my son. You ain't had no choice but to turn to a hoe. That's your story. That's not his story, baby. Let's go. Almost done. 50% of them, they homeless. The other 50%, they have to turn to sex work. The other 50% turn to drugs. Yeah. Why? They confused. They hurt. They going through. They don't know what's going on. One day they think they're that. Come on, tell the truth.
As a woman, because you feel like if he makes a bad decision, that it's going to be my fault. If he were to listen to me, I wouldn't have to worry about those things. Because let's talk about some of those numbers that you mentioned. Even when Joe Biden, during his presidential debate, was talking about legalizing young children transitioning, he said his reason was because so many transgender women of color had been murdered. And he said, I think the number now is up to 17. Now, as a leader in the black community, there are thousands of black men that have been murdered. But you won't hear Joe Biden talk about that because those black men did not have a wig on. So I'm not going to elevate. Excuse me. I'm not done. Politics. I'm not going to elevate. I'm not going to elevate the issue of transgenderism over black men, because at the end of the day, y'all still black men.
Period.
Your identity is who I go to bed as, and sexual orientation is who I go to bed with.
Bitch, you go to bed confused, ho. Sit down. Okay, I'll go get it. You want to turn up? When I get ready, yeah. Okay, lay down. Lay down.
Making you force your children to carry your shame.
Okay, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
From my understanding, Javian likes to dress up. He likes the way that he's transformed. I mean, I've seen pictures of Javian, and he is absolutely stunning. I've been taken aback by some of the photos that
Cravings come true, where the abundance of a chalupa
Maybe you guys can help me figure it out.
Angela says that jaybeiz has warped Imani's mind into thinking dressing like a female is okay. You're concerned about the influence, yes. Right? And does she need to be concerned about influence here? You seem to be very self-possessed.
Right. I am very outspoken and very opinionated in my own right about things like gender identity and how she should parent, because bullying your children emotionally and calling them all types of names is not preparing your child for life. That's only going to damage them. And I don't understand why, as a parent, you cannot realize that fact.
I don't realize shit.
I would say that you have
yeah, like a bitch, I'm going to treat him like one.
I've raised you on my own. Children are different, okay? You and Javian were not the same children, okay? Y'all didn't have the same struggles. Y'all didn't have the same issue. So your upbringing is going to be different.
I do want to acknowledge that you've done a lot of things right. And I say that because sitting next to you is a very fine example. Is doing very well, as you say. I think I would say the same thing sitting across from you here. There are a lot of really fine qualities here that you have to respect. There's a strength of character here, a conviction, and a lot of the strength has to come from the role model that you provided of conviction and standing up for yourself. You've done a lot of things right along the way, and I hope you're proud of that. And I hope you're proud of a lot of the strength and conviction that you see sitting next to you and across from you. I hope that, as Ashley Marie is saying, that you would want to be
I ain't doing shit, Ashley Marie say. Fuck Ashley Marie. When she figure out when he, her, shim, whatever the fuck, figure out who the fuck he is, then come talk to me.
This show isn't about I don't love you. I love you.
I don't.
Well, you don't have to, but I'm telling you. So you will hear it from me, and so the whole world will hear it. I love my son, Javian. And what I want you to understand is that so this is what you don't get. I think that
I'm the one that don't get
I think that these feelings are going both ways. No. I think that you feel like
fuck, I'm gonna listen to a nigga with a wig on, don't even know who the fuck he is.
When you are telling me that this is you now,
Javian, why is you on my live? Hold on. Now, Jay. Now, hold on. Now, why is you on my live, Jay? I do not come to Bigo. I do not get on your shit. I do not bother you or your friends. I don't know why you was all over here and I'm just watching this shit. When the fuck you had some goddamn Barbie dolls that I found under the bed and threw them away? There was never any Barbie dolls in my house. I brought your sister a whole Barbie doll set for Christmas when she was 4 years old. She cried for 3 years, threw them away. Y'all didn't have no girl toys, no Barbies. My thing is the clout. My thing is the clout. Stop with the bullshit. Now, I just put a message up to you. I said, if you don't want to be my son, I don't want to be your mama. We cool. Why is you here? I'm not bothering you, Jay. Go on now. Damn. Finish.
I want my son. Like, you're taking somebody away from me. You don't want to be my, okay, but I still want you to be my son.
Wow. So okay? Make the necessarily change. That's simple.
What changes are going to be made?
Maybe stop trying to bulldoze us and dismiss our emotions like you have done on this stage.
It's not about trying to bulldoze you or dismiss your emotions. It's the fact that I'm not going to let anybody tell me that my son is a woman.
It's the outside
you
of
bulldoze,
that.
You even with me.
I've never asked her to call me a woman, and that's one of her main argument points. She can't name one time.
You just told me call you jaybeiz. Who is jaybeiz?
Jaybeiz, that's my name. That's what I go by.
Did you change it?
I'm about.
Just so you know, if you're not enjoying
him and all his little disrespectful ass nut shakers up here in the comment.
Yeah, so what I wanted to say was, Angela can sit across from me right now and try to make up whatever excuse in the world she could want to for me and her relationship. Let's give it to her for argument's sake. I was a horrible child.
Yes, you was.
Angela has 4 other children who she has all gotten into it with.
Everybody got their ass whooped. Right. Y'all all fucked up at some point. Yep.
Let them speak for themselves. You can't speak for them.
So there's an old saying where there's smoke, there's a fire. If Jay was the problem, Jay wants to be respected as a woman. Jay is an issue. Jay is disrespectful.
You always been a motherfucking problem, nigga.
Right. Angela has had some type of emotional trauma or issue with all of her
Let
children.
me say something. As a parent that has raised children on her own for 20 years, there are going to be some instances when you and your children don't get along. Why are you trying to make it seem like this has been every single day of our lives? You all are taking instances.
No, but it has been repetitive.
I'm raising children. There are issues. When you raise 3 teenage boys by yourself, there are issues. So we have had to address issues as a family. If anybody in here is a parent,
She threatens my education. Literally, as a punishment, she threatens my education.
Now let's talk about this, because I know y'all want to hear about this. Let's go on and get to the bottom of this. I'm glad Javian up in here. So let's get to the bottom of this, right? So first of all, let it be known that my daughter has a 4.517 GPA. Been a straight A honor roll student ever since she been in school. Maybe it's higher now. Is it lower? Okay, but I'm on my live. We're not talking to you. Anyway, 4.5. She say is higher now. GPA. Always been straight A students. She ain't been raised by nobody but her mama. She ain't been nobody's house but her mama. I have not had any outside interference when it comes to my daughter, right? So that tells you we must have done something right. Now, who has been the number one strongest supporter when it comes to her education, making sure that she was in school that provided her with excellent education, do even sometimes having to lie to get her in the best schools, because at times we were living in the hood and it was not schools that were not challenging her because she was that intelligent. I did what I had to do as a parent. So when we're talking about this threatening to withdraw my education, let's tell them what you did. Leah come down here, they big sister. Oh, she the big dog. You know, she the lawyer. She come down, they take over. All of a sudden, she the mama. What I say don't matter no more. They get with Leah. Everybody doing what the fuck they want to do. Leah encouraging the bullshit. Okay. Leah come down, Jay here. I tell her, Monty, go see your brother and sister. She go to see him one night. Ended up spending the night, come back the next day. Monty knocked out sleep, falling asleep in class. The next night I told her, I said, Monty, if you're going to go see your brother and sister, I don't have a problem with that. I said, but maybe you need to come home so you can go to bed and then go back and see them the next day. She goes to see him that day. Give her her car. She driving down there. Her car ran hot, whatever. I call her about 11 o'clock. No, let's back up. When she was there, this is when we got the text from Dr. Phil's producer. Dr. Phil's producer wanted to know if me and Javian wanted to come on the show. I send a text to Imani. I say, Imani, ask Javian if he want to come on the show. I said, I think this could be a great time for us to figure out our issues, come up with some type of resolution, and use this platform, right, to benefit our family, right? We can show unity and everything. I'm waiting 2-3 hours for a text. Text come back from Monty's phone. Kiss my ass after you just said what you had to say about my daddy. You such a hypocrite. I'm trying to figure out who cussing me from my minor daughter phone. I know she ain't doing it. Javian and took her phone, cussed me out from the phone. Now, Jay, you got your own phone. If you that goddamn grown, why you couldn't call me and text me and cuss me out from your phone? Why you cussing me from Imani's phone? You know that's going to be a problem. I call Imani, where you at? I'm down at the detective office with Jamie. And I said, okay, you need to come home. Why she need to come home? Why you bothering me? Why you punishing me because of what they do? Well, because this little motherfucker is disrespectful. And I don't want anybody teaching you to disrespect me. In fact, you shouldn't even have to sit around and listen to anybody disrespect your mother. I can imagine how that makes you feel. You need to come home. Okay, well, my car is at the apartment. We down here at the detective's office. As soon as we get a ride, somebody bring me home, I'll be on the way, y'all. This was probably about 8:30. 11:30 run around, I'm calling, blowing up the phone. Ain't nobody answering the phone, right? They bigger than me now. Leah, the older sister, she ain't answering. Jay ain't answering. He got me blocked. Monty ain't answering. Now I'm calling my mother. She ain't answering. She ain't texting me back, right? They handling me. I'm a lame. Okay, cool. My phone ring at 12 o'clock. Yeah, we done. This Monty talking to me like She the mama now. All of a sudden, she a whole grown-ass woman because she got Leah and Jay in the background beefing her up. And for those of y'all that was watching, I'm sure that y'all probably saw him go on live and all this whole other bullshit. So let's go on and get into this, what happened. Okay, so cool. I say, Monty, come home. No, I'm not driving the car. The car is running hot. Monty, get in the car, drive the car home. I know what's wrong with the car. The car is going to make it. It done cool down. Drive the car home. I'm going to get the car fixed. No, you're a bad mom. You're irresponsible. Why would you try to make me drive a car this late at night? Well, first of all, you supposed to be home when I told you to come home at 8:30. You the one decided not to answer your phone to call me till 12 o'clock in the morning. Now you need to come home, okay? We went through her not driving the car for a whole 30 minutes. Okay, Monty. She say, send the Uber then if you want me to come. I say, okay. I send the Uber. I'm not taking no Uber. It's too late. You an irresponsible parent. Why would you want to put me in the Uber? You know better. Okay, cool. So now I got to come get you. Because, see, I done been a kid before. I done been a teenager before. I know how to play games when I don't want to come home. I know how to give my mama every excuse in the world as to why I don't need to come home. But no, we're not going to do that tonight, right? I say, okay, cool. This what we going to do. I said, I'm finna come get you. I said, you playing games? Just like any mama. Those of y'all old school, if I get up out my bed and have to wake my husband up to drive me down here to get you, I'm going to beat your ass. I said it. Guess what Leah do? Leah the doctor. Leah tell Monty, put me on the speakerphone, right? I'm going ham. Y'all know my mouth. Y'all know I'm really fussing. And mama mad. Leah got me on speakerphone recording me now. This the setup. These my children. Now this is Leah, this the oldest daughter, this is the lawyer who you only come, you come and go, right? You ain't always here. You gonna come, stay for a couple days, and you gonna go back home. Leah set Monty up, set me up, she recorded me. I come all the way downtown, right? Done drove a whole hour to go get my daughter and her car. Car's in the garage. I can't get the car. I'm telling her, Monty, come downstairs, bring the key, drive the key down out of the garage. Now, if I come down here, you're going to hit me. And I don't want to be abused. I'm not coming downstairs. I say, okay, well, Monty, we need the key. I say, bring the key so I can at least send my husband back home with the car. He need to go. He got to get up and go to work in the morning. It's already 1 o'clock in the morning. Send the key. They got us waiting downstairs like some straight ducks because Jay feel like he balling, right? We can't even get upstairs, concierge. So they got us waiting downstairs like some straight ducks, me and my husband in the rain for damn near 40 minutes waiting on them to bring the key. The whole while I'm calling her, telling her, come downstairs, come downstairs. She refusing to come downstairs. Got Leah and Jay in her ear, beefing her up, telling her not to come downstairs because they scared I'm going to abuse her. Why all of a sudden y'all scared about me abusing her tonight when I told her to come home and she knows she done bucked the system? All these other years, I'm y'all mama. Y'all feel like I'm abusive, that I'm harming her. Y'all ain't never said nothing. Y'all ain't never did nothing before now. It's just all of a sudden tonight, I done turned into the worst parent in the world. I call the police, right? I don't want to play with them. Listen, I got my minor daughter upstairs. JV in a bad example. I know what he doing on live. Him and his friends, they twerking with their nuts out. I want my child downstairs. She got to go home. Police officer tell me, okay, ma'am, we're going to go upstairs. You got to stay down here. Now, mind you, this all started 12 o'clock, right? It's 2 o'clock in the morning now. I'm still downstairs waiting on my minor child. Police officer goes upstairs. I'm downstairs waiting. While I'm downstairs waiting, my phone ring. My phone ring. It's my first cousin. She talking about, Angie, what the hell going on? I'm like, girl, I don't know what the hell going on. I'm trying to figure out what she talking about. She's like, girl, this live. Jay on live. Police go upstairs. Jay on live, right? On Go Live. Monty up there. Leah up there. Got my cousin Donna on FaceTime. Oh, she threatened her. Oh, she gonna kill her. Oh, we so scared. She's abused all her children. Oh my God, please don't send her home. She's gonna do something to her. Next thing I know, officer come down. It's 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. He telling me he made a decision that Monty ain't coming with me. Wait a minute, hold on. What the fuck? You ain't got that much authority. I said my child need to go home. I said she can't stay here. Why do you feel like she can't stay here? Because her brother is a bad influence. Well, if her brother's a bad influence, why did you let her come over here anyway? Well, shit, they supposed to be going out to eat. She's supposed to be back home at 9 o'clock. Now here it is, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. She still ain't came downstairs. And he like, well, I'm going to have to call my sergeant and let the sergeant come out here and make a decision.